So let's see how this works. Oh, I already know that it works, so I'm just starting it right now. Yep, so I'm going to be playing through the campaign of Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn and Heavensward with full story information. So if that's interesting to you, please watch.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Well, I love the Black Mage garb, and it's very iconic. It really sucks that I can't see my character underneath it. Well, that was a whacked out dream. Is Eorzea really that rich in ether? It's always great when you're getting stood up by the local police force. Well, it's nice that this is all friendly and everything.
Need the broom?
Sounds like he's had this done quite a few times. Well, at least they're not completely worthless as a police force. And I love how the two white-haired twins just do not even care that an arrow came down in the carriage. guess we should be thanking Ifrit then. I don't know. They look pretty comfortable. Which of these is the closest to in order to blow things up? Yes, of course, power to do good, protecting the weak, fighting for what's right, and blowing stuff up. Kind of like his earrings. The nice thing is that I don't think I can catch a case of being dead, at least not a permanent one. That'd be an impressive trick that I'd be glad to learn.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
But what did he give me? How is he gonna know it's me if he doesn't know my name?
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
It does somewhat bother me that my character's only wearing one glove. But then again, I also have a tail and horns, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining. I was about to say that I'm glad that I'm not on the primary server yet, because until you complete the first couple of quests, you're outside of the rest of the server, but then I realized that on Gilgamesh, they don't have as many gil sellers sending tells to people, because they're almost always closed, which is why I waited up until 3 AM last night to actually get this character onto the server. I don't find this suspicious at all, that a random guy is accosting me as a person who obviously looks like they have no experience in the area. But then again, I guess I can set him on ice if he bothers me. He does look pretty cool though, I like those glasses. I don't think I trust things that are free of charge. Not here, at least. It is so weird to see an empty inventory. And I don't need active help windows. And I have 20 messages from all of the things that I've bought and all of my veteran rewards from spending a lot of time in this game. To be recognized as an adventurer. In the city-state of Ilda, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Yes, I was rubbernecking pretty fiercely. I was about to say I don't think that there is a dark alley, but then again there's Pearl Lane. I mean, the truth of the matter is that this guy has to be a good guy in general, because, I mean, seriously, why would he do this for me without payment otherwise? Yay, a quest! Oh right, I started another character the other day, and it reminds me that I should turn on Legacy mode. Legacy mode is the camera mode where basically you can press back and you'll run straight back, as opposed to, well, let Let's see here. That's the wrong settings. Character configuration. So if you put on standard type, and then you walk backwards, you walk backwards really slowly. This game has a lot of AoEs, so it's much easier to dodge them in general. There are some downsides to using Legacy mode, but I usually play a caster, and thus the downsides aren't that significant, so I always play in Legacy mode. The weird thing is that I found out when I started another character the other day that sprint doesn't work here. You can't sprint. Like, why would you put it on the bar and then not be able to use it? So... Aww. No running away. Oh, that's interesting. The Ethernet shard is there, but I can't actually register with it yet. Okay. So, up into the Adventurers Guild. Wonder what a more expensive custom-made wand is. Maybe one with materia in it. Well, that's cheerful advice. That's a little bit on the creepy side. Alright, enough side story. I've never liked that turn of phrase, because what if it didn't please me? I kind of get the feeling that in general this is bad plays. I feel like plot threads are being set up. But hey, cat girl's dancing! This kind of reminds me of the dragons in Robin Hobb's books. the background for the story for A Realm Reborn, of course, is that the original version of the game, when Meteor came crashing down, it was the lesser moon Dalamud, and inside of it was actually the Elder Primal Bahamut. And when Dalamud came close to the ground, the shell of Dalamud cracked open, and Bahamut was freed to go on a huge rampage. So, in Robin Hobb's book, some of the, when certain dragons made of particular stone fly over people, they lose some of their memories. So it's kind of an interesting comparison. I could easily imagine that being pretty infuriating. From what I've heard so far, I don't think it'd be that difficult to leave Ul'dah in a better place than I found it, at least if I was making any sort of contribution at all, because it seems like a pretty bad place. Yeah, I can't say this place looks incredibly bustling. I'd quite like it. Oh yeah, one important thing, almost every Lalafell in Ul'dah is evil. There are some people who argue that every Lalafell in Ul'dah is evil. But this one definitely is because, I mean, look at him. He has a goatee, a mustache, an evil mustache, in fact, and he's wearing a monocle. You know, I kind of feel like an asshole for not interfering even though I know it's none of my business. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Square Enix has no problem with innuendo in this game. Like, some of the side conversations that just pop up with little bubbles over people's heads, can get pretty lewd, actually. And now I'm officially really on the server. And I got money and experience. Okay. Yeah, the first time I played this game, I actually started in Ul'dah myself, and, yeah, I remember I had a lot of trouble navigating it at first. I mean, now I know my way around, mostly. The other side of the city is still a little bit of a question mark. Yay, the guild of blowing things up! The only problem is I can't basically purchase any of them. So basically, you're sending me to somebody who would take advantage of me if I didn't have your patronage. Well, I guess if he's the best option. Alrighty then. Just in case you were curious, networking applies to every aspect of your life. Even in video games. I find it funny that if I visit these 3 places and then come back to her, then she'll feel like I'm not gonna end up poor and destitute. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, which is the first thing that I should do, is hit this Ethernet shard so that I can get back here easily. Okay. With a certain lack of demeanor. Ah. It's interesting that he can tell my level just by looking at me. I just don't have that much gil to spend right now. Oh, okay. Here's my first random quest. Oh, and it's from Wymond. Same guy who helpfully greeted me when I came to the city. I don't know, after a full day of side quests, it feels pretty exhausting. Okay. Oh yeah, and right now the internet Moo Girl is around, selling items from the people have won at Tokyo Game Show challenges. One of these is really useful because it is an earring that you can wear very early that actually gives you stat bonuses. So now I have my nice little cactuar earring and a nice little bonus to my stats. Actually, before I forget, let's hit my mailbox and fish the friendship circlet out of it. So this is the mail system, the Moogles. I wonder what a rainbow-colored pom-pom means. I mean, I haven't seen any Moogles with anything. Or have I? The pink ones are kind of iconic, but I may have seen some with different ones. Nice slam at the shouters, Square Enix. The little horned ones. No, surely not. I would never catch and skin a Moogle. He's gonna try not to read them. That's very reassuring. Yeah. I know it's a mess. Okay. Fat chocobo head. Strife's outfit. Ah, there we go. The friendship circlet, that's what I was looking for. So, I can use these. I can use the minions, but I can't use the mounts yet. Yeah, the reason why I want the friendship circlet is because even though leveling is pretty fast on your first character, since I'm focusing on the story in this, it makes a lot of sense to actually just speed up my leveling a little bit by having this available. And it kind of looks cool. The only problem is that means I can't wear any stat increasing headpieces until level 25, which is when this item no longer works. Though interestingly enough, it actually works if you are level synced to below level 25. So here's the aetheryte, where Momodi sent me. Yes, I did. Yeah, so pretty much everybody in the city is out to get you. Or at least it feels like it. Okay, he was joking. Or she? I'm not sure. Who would they use the word agglomeration in random conversation? Unfortunately, there isn't really an aetheryte in almost every corner of Eorzea, otherwise it'd be a lot easier getting around. If I had no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, then this would be a really short playthrough. Let's see. So the mythology is kind of similar to Final Fantasy VII. Can I use teleportation yet, or do I need to unlock another aetheryte? I've forgotten to do that before. Yeah, and Square doesn't even give us the option. can also be used during PvP, which is very useful. Yeah, in the original version of this game, before A Realm Reborn, you actually had to save and spend anima in order to teleport. It's interesting that they don't levy a fee on people who are using return, though. Okay. So yeah, these guards here are the ones who collect the fees, as we were informed in a lore post. Let's see. That's, I feel discriminated against. Huh, level 3 quest. Well, that's probably out of my wheelhouse. And why does it give me level 5 gear? Yeah, I could definitely use a little more weight in my coin purse. Sounds good to me. Alright, so here's a quest marker for this due diligence quest. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this morning? The unmarked envelope contains a missive penned by the local businessman Wyman. Let's have a look. I actually do mind working for free. I'm okay with working for barter, but working for free is kind of insulting. No, I don't know Diddleada. It's like, I can just imagine my character just nodding and smiling. Before I break my ribs on his fists. Wonder what's the best for thaumaturges. Also, foreigner. So he's a lech. Don't particularly like this quest. Threaten him? It seems kind of mean. What I'll do for coin and experience. Okay, mostly experience. Another Ethernet shard. Also, that quest happens to be on my way. Okay. Forward plot. This sounds like it's up my alley. Though I'm not minded to become a priest. These don't seem like the right way. I mean, the freezing blizzard to halt corruption I guess makes sense, but the bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life? Dive into an abyss? Sign me up. And for this, they will give me raisins and a shield. This isn't sounding so good. I don't like the idea of reading 108 books just to get started in the game. Yeah, that would be a pretty strong deterrent. It's always instills trust when you don't know what your guildmaster's name is. Again with the level 5 stuff. Oh great, getting named in a footnote, but at least they're giving me gear. And experience, so I can't entirely complain. Western Thanalan. So you, I need to show you a ring. gaudy ring. One look at this extravagant ring would make anyone question Diddlada's mother's taste in finery. I can see this is gonna go well. A fake of what, though? I don't entirely find this trustworthy, though. I feel like I'm being shaken down. Which pretty much sums up the entirety of my experience in this city so far. Like, the problem is, I kind of feel like your definition of virtue is gave us a lot of money, and I don't really ascribe to that belief. Yep. Money, money, money. Supposed to go to Kokobigo, but Kokobuki is guildmaster. No, you didn't zap me or anything. Admittedly, who would name their kids like this? He really seems easily terrified. Sounds good to me. Okay. This seems like a rather silly trial. But I suppose MMO's gonna MMO. childish. Easily terrified. Megalomaniacal. Okay, possibly rational. Also monomaniacal. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So let's see. I have to kill some stuff, but there's another quest out here. Because it's a scam. Because you have no concept of frugality? Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. Well, I don't like you much. Ridiculous outfit, you say? Well, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but it also looks like it's his work outfit. Yeah, I didn't have a great opinion of her either. Maybe they should call this an odd job reborn. Well, at least I get paid. Man, there's quests everywhere. I noticed singing the praises of one Franz the Fair, an extremely popular gladiator, as can be noted by the excessive use of exclamation marks. Okay then. Marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Oh, this quest. This quest. I had the privilege of having a comic written about it. Because she's such a jerk. Because she's demanding that I pick up her gill. Part of me wouldn't almost be surprised if it actually deducted some gill. from me that I had dropped when she bumped into me. Freshly minted. So the question is she actually pushing false currency? Let's see here. And here's my payment. See, the thing is, though, is that Bomonima didn't seem like such a bad guy, aside from the fact that he asked me to do his job for him. Maybe I'm being a bit too gullible. Level 2. Fire! An infestation of ladybugs, you say? Terrifying. I just find it hard to believe that you could be terrified of ladybugs. Sure, I'll go kill ladybugs for you. I don't know who you are. That is the one nice thing, that they are occasionally good at predicting what you'd say. Well, I guess... no, I can't say no to the quest. I could always drop the quest if I wanted. I mean, that would kind of solve the problem. But I will do anything for Gil and experience. Another Ethernet shard. I mean, the thing is that these quests do kind of lead you in a nice path to properly unlock all of the Ethernet shards and visit the main areas, which exactly is what they're designed to do. Let's see. A small piece of parchment detailing an order for a gaudy circlet. How many garnets does the circlet have? I don't know, dude. You don't look that bad. Aside from the fact that I practically can't see you in this light. And I mean, I guess you are a little bit heavy on the leather. Weaver's Guild? I guess they keep a bar in here. That seems like kind of a horrible thing to say, but then again, like, it sounds like it's pretty freaking gaudy. I'd like an actual count of how many garnets are being required here. Let's see. Aw. I believe this is the Weaver's Guild. Let's see. Ah, there's Yellow Moon. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you were thinking. A blue would probably be better. Verity Farseer. Like, what if it was Puce? What if they lied to me and all of them said that it was Puce? Would you make your outfit out of Puce? Would you be happy with me when I came back with Puce dye? Kinda have a rather unhappy normal face. And that looks kind of insincere. Oh, a job's a job. Lurking Leech. What kind of a name is Lurking Leech? I mean, it's a Rogadean name, but who would name themselves that, or who would name their kid that? How about you? Want to join the Weavers Guild? Aww. But it's a wonderful profession. You can make awesome things. Like robes and shirts and stuffed animals. After all, look at me. I want to become a new, like the best new thaumaturge in the world. And what am I doing? Running around, running errands for people. Oh, right. So this is the quest where I go around and ask people which color they want. What about you? Red. Okay. You? I agree with you. Well, no, I don't agree with you, because peace would be terrible. Oh. Yeah, I don't think that works well. At least that's not useful for my purposes. Though, I mean, I suppose you could put an aphrodisiac in the dye. Colorism. I like how they just assume that I don't know what verdant means. I'm thinking you're gonna like red. Wrong. Okay. I don't think that's the usual context for that quote, but whatever. What is with this naming sense? Cordial Spider? She's taken, dude. I guess it kind of implies that he knows she's taken. Oh, that's a kind of cool effect. Now, see, that's something I can get behind. That's practical. Oh, look, it's a famous university. Yeah, I think we can safely discard that idea. So far, everybody has told me a different color. What about you? Well, that makes 2 for red. Another Ethernet shard. Oh, great. I now have easy access outside of the town. I guess red isn't a bad color for a dress. Well, that sounds promising. So, you want to engage in pharmaceutical testing on the poor of the city. That's totally legitimate. Well, missions are missions. So, if I go out this way, then I can jump the edge. Oh, that was an unpleasant sound. I mean, I guess I did just fall like 2 stories, so maybe that's a legitimate reaction. Kinda nervous about this. An earthy smelling medicine created by budding alchemist lv1-3. Well, that's good. That makes me feel a little better. Is there anything I can do for you? Let's take a brief side thing to go back to the actual plot quest, which I've been ignoring and running around getting errands. These people are all jerks. Well, that's polite. Insult my clothing. A slip of bound parchment entrusted to you by the quicksand proprietress Momodi Modi. That's convenient. But I probably can't afford it. It seemed a little bit like a depressing way to live. Hey, if you want to piss off Momodi, then that's up to you. That looks a little bit above my level. Okay. Yeah, so I think the implication there is basically that the refugees have nothing of worth because they came with all they had, and then they sold it rapidly because they needed to live, and now it's not worth anything anymore, which is great. Let's go back to Momodi. Completing my very first story quest of the game. Hello. No, I think I found everything. Not on weapons, not on armor, but at the quicksand. Alrighty then. So the next quest is level 4. Okay, well, let's go outside and kill some things that need to be killed. I'm gonna take out my staff. I'm actually gonna kill things in the game instead of wandering around talking to people. Okay. Great, I'm actually getting 2 quests done at the same time. Okay. So that's done, but I need to kill more Marbits for that other quest. So, the basic way that the thaumaturge / black mage plays is that you go through damage cycles and refresh cycles based on astral fire and umbral ice. But do I actually have access to them right now? Oh, my UI's back. So yeah, I am getting them. Okay. So I'm in Umbral Ice right now, which means I'm regenerating magic, my MP, which is not what I need to do, really. So if I switch over to fire, I'll do more damage, which is what I want to be doing. So this red circle is indicating that this is where the next enemies are, and I need to slay snapping shrews for 2 quests, my thaumaturge quest and then this tougher than leather one to get stuff for the pugilist guild. So let's kill us some snapping shrews. Yeah, and that additional 20% experience is kind of nice. Okay. to regen some mana. Yeah, and the nice thing is that that also slows them down. So let's start this one here. And ore fire. And that's it. So now I just need to go back and talk to my guildmaster and the pugilist guild person and the other guy in the thaumaturge's guild, Erasmus. Let's see. Oh, right. Ethernet shard. So let's go to the thaumaturge's guild first.
Okay, we're making the house an oven right now, intentionally. So I'm gonna crack some windows. It looks like we might have had a water leak, but it turns out it looks like it was the humidifier, which was
The erudite Erasmus is convinced this frothy blood of a star marmot will help him better understand the life the now deceased beastkin lived. Well, technically speaking, with modern science, you probably could learn some interesting things from that, but it's still pretty creepy. I'm not sure that they'd be able to do it, but then again, they have magic, so... I am not going to take the hat, I'm going to take the money, because these can be converted into money. Quite a bit of money, actually. That's 300 gil, that's not bad. Because I'm going to be wearing this friendship circlet until I'm higher level. Yay, I got transpose. Okay, so let's go back to the guildmaster. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished your foes. Yes, I went out and I killed some local wildlife. But I'm now officially a thaumaturge, so go me! How is he gonna gauge my capacity, though? I mean, like, if I died, then I guess I was a failure? I've kept hunting logs in D&D before, so this is actually pretty familiar to me. Huh, terror or duress. Yeah, these guys come off as just a smidge creepy. Level 5, huh? Well, I have a brand new shield. Yay. Alright, and some raisins. And I need to get back to the Pugilist Guild, which I think was closest to the Aetheryte. The bristly hide of snapping shrew. Not Moogle pelts. Thank God. Really surprised you couldn't find anybody else to go out and kill shrews for you. But, you know, I mean, hey, money is money, XP is XP. I could use new shoes, aside from the fact that I can't actually wear them right now, because they're level 5, and I'm not. Kinda surprised. People said that, after the expansion came out, most people weren't running around in places like Ul'dah and Limsa and Gridania anymore, but I've seen quite a few people around here. Of course, Gilgamesh is a pretty huge server, so that could be part of it. Okay, well, let's see, let's start this. We must rebuild. Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. I don't really like most of the people around here, actually. But yes, I more or less know where I'm going. I've already ventured beyond the city walls. The wilds of Thanalan oddly seem somewhat safer than the city to me right now. Well, and that's gonna be it for this set of stream. I'll pick up again in, I don't know, probably sometime this week, maybe Tuesday, maybe next weekend. I'm gonna try to establish a schedule, but I haven't done it yet. And we'll pick up with this quest and these other quests that are staring at me, and hopefully we'll reach level 5 and perhaps later. Thanks for watching.